Passive income is regular earnings from a source other than your employer or a contractor, meaning any money that you earn that you don't directly work for. Seems pretty simple, but where do you even get started with passive income? Many people, they just work their regular job and just think income stops at that. For the vast majority of Americans, they just work and they actually just barely get by. So they never really stop to educate themselves financially on the concept of passive income. Most people don't know that they can make an income outside of just clocking in for work. And it's crazy, a pretty foreign subject to many people, but it's attainable for everybody. And today I'm talking about one way that you can start in passive income. It's not the only way, it's not the best way, just one way that you can start building a passive income. Now, before I get started, make sure you guys hit that little thumbs up button for me, turn it blue for the YouTube algorithm, and make sure you guys smash that subscribe button as well so you guys can see the rest of my videos that I'm going to be posting. But okay, let's unpack this. I'm definitely going to be making this into a series of how to earn a passive income with a lot of different sources, and I think it's very, very important in today's world. I think in today's environment especially, I think everybody should have a passive income or be trying to build up a passive income that can generate money for them without them having to work. A great example for why would be the coronavirus pandemic hitting earlier this year. Many people that felt like they had a cushy job, they were comfortable, they were complacent, lost those jobs, and all of a sudden they were at home without an income and they're really stressed out. But hear me out. How much less stress would you have if you realized that, hey, if I was to lose my job, I wouldn't really need money right away because I have this passive income coming in that can at least cover my bills and living expenses, and I will be okay. So one way to get into building a passive income is dividend paying stocks. Now, I'm not a huge stock guru. I am a real estate investor, so it's real estate first. But I do like this investing strategy for building another stream of passive income, especially for somebody that is, not really trying to get into real estate particularly, but they do want to get a passive income monthly. This investing strategy is solely based off investing into the dividend aristocrats, which are basically blue chip stocks in the S&P 500 that are known to have increased their dividend year by year. But okay, hold up. What is a dividend? A lot of people don't actually know what a dividend is, so let me explain. A dividend is basically a reward that a company pays out for you holding a share of their stock. At the end of the year or even quarterly, companies will take their profits and then give a portion of those profits back to investors in the form of dividends. Now, dividend paying companies are usually more mature companies that are past their growth stage, meaning that they don't need to reinvest all of the profits that they're making into growth and innovation. These are companies that don't need to reinvest and grow because they're already huge companies. This is companies like Coca-Cola, companies like Johnson & Johnson, who makes all of the soaps and, household products. These companies are already huge. They have a huge market share. So for them, it doesn't make sense to take those profits and reinvest every single last dollar into growth when they can actually take that money and give it back to the shareholders for being loyal and, holding shares of that company. Now that we know what dividend companies are, what is a dividend, how do we actually go about investing and making a passive income from these dividend paying companies? Well, when you're looking to invest into a dividend paying company, you have to look at the dividend yield, meaning the dividend paid out versus the current stock price. Now, let's take this example. You want to make $10,000 in dividends for the year, meaning that you want to passively bring in $10,000 worth of dividend payments for a period of 12 months. How do you go about that? Now, if you were to just invest in the S&P 500, the S&P 500 overall has a dividend yield of about 1.8%, meaning that in order to make $10,000 for the year passively in form of dividends, you would have to invest $555,000 into the S&P 500. That's a lot. Now let's look at investing into an individual company like AT&T, who has a 6.5% dividend yield. This means that if you're trying to make $10,000 in passive dividend income for the year from AT&T, you'd only have to invest $154,000, not $555,000. but this investment would be obviously more risky than investing in the S&P 500 as a whole. Basically, it's two different approaches. Do you want to play the safer route, or do you want to risk it a little bit more and possibly get higher returns? That is the point of investing overall, no matter where you're investing. Now, the great thing about investing into dividend-paying stocks, especially if you're young like me, is you might not particularly need that money starting out. So you could actually reinvest all of the dividend income that you make into buying more stock and basically compounding the amount of stocks that you're able to buy. Ultimately, once you have enough capital invested, you can make a very healthy passive income on the backs of these big blue chip companies that have been known to raise their dividend year over year. Now, I'm only talking about the dividend income, meaning that the percentage of profits that these companies pay back. But I'm not even touching on the fact that the values of these companies are going to go up over the years as well, and meaning the value of the stock is going to go up as well. So now, not only are you getting monthly dividend income, whenever you choose to sell these companies, you've made a healthy return in appreciation as well, because years have passed. Ultimately, is this the best way of passive income? Possibly, possibly not. But ultimately, the reason that I wanted to share it with you guys is because it's just another way to build a passive income. You don't have to do it, but it is an avenue that you can go down, and it's a great avenue that a lot of successful people have gone down in order to build another passive income stream. Ultimately, hopefully you guys got some value out of that. Make sure you guys smash that like button, subscribe to this channel. Let me know what you guys think. Go out, do your own research. See if this is an investing vehicle that you could park your money in, something that you could use to build a passive income. I look forward to making a lot more videos for you guys. Make sure you guys comment what you guys think of this video. I look forward to making a lot more. Peace.